Hello everyone and welcome to the video. My name is Seki and I will be your host today on Bets on Fire. If you've tuned in recently, you've known that most of the long-form content around here is achievement hunting big games, chosen by a wheel-shaped deity, and most videos contain a number of achievements to sift through. Today will be a little different. We're going to take a little break from the achievement-heavy games known as Payday 2 and Metro Exodus, and focus on a much narrower video game called Balatro. And to condense things even more, we will be focusing on a single achievement. This is different from the videos that I have been posting lately, but I feel like it'll be a little refreshing to tackle smaller games and less achievements. Quick disclaimer, in the description is the timestamp for every single run we attempt in the video, and the cards we explain, and jokers and whatnot, and the winning run, most importantly. So if you don't want to see me lose again and again, or explain cards you already know, you can skip to the winning run. Anyways, today will be a recap of footage from a stream I did in the attempt to achieve the following achievement, Mint Stakes, which is simple. All we need to do is to win a run on at least Black Stake difficulty. This shouldn't be that hard. It's been a year of this game gracing gamblers, and at this point, this is what people's playthroughs look like.
A 176, there's a million, 2 million, 5 million, 11 million. Oh my god, it's still going. We're seeing billions in the red. We are seeing big numbers in red, scientific notation in red for an E17. And a lot of money. Okay.
I'm a long way from there. I could get this kind of game by using specific decks to make it easier. However, you know me, I like to do things in a sort of order. So while I'm trying to achieve every single achievement, one of the achievements is to win on gold stake with every single deck. So I'm trying to get every single stake with every single deck in order, and we are only here at the red deck. I've played this game quite a bit. I've obtained the stakes before this on red deck and got a lot of other achievements. I've attempted black stake before, but have finally decided to record it for the sake of making video, with a fresh recording. Oh, let's talk about these achievements quick for documentation's sake. We have Ante Up to reach Ante 4, 10k to score 10,000 chips with a single hand, Legendary, someone will get that joke, to discover a legendary joker, Ante Upper to reach Ante 8, you get what you get, win a run without re-rolling the shop, Heads Up to win a run, Low Stakes to win a run on at least red stake difficulty, Speedrunner to win a run in 12 or fewer rounds, Card Player to play at least 2,500 cards, Card Discarder to discard at least 2,500 cards, Royale to play a Royal Flush, Cardomancy to discover every tarot card, and today, Mint Stakes to win on at least Black Stake difficulty. For further Balatro videos, whenever I get to that, I will post a video for each difficulty for this red deck, after Black Stake that is, and then post a video per deck. Anyways, without further ado, join me today in our attempt to obtain Black Stake on our red deck, and move on to, Blue Stake? What's this one do? -1 discards, fuck, okay. Anyways, so we booted the game up, and without noticing, continued a run we had previously left in the dust. Black Stake with a prismatic red card, Mad Joker, and Mr. Bones. See, now for the rest of the video, anytime that I do something for the first time, I'll kind of give you a little bit of an explanation. If there's a joker that I choose for the first time, if there's a tarot card, if there's a certain booster pack, you get the idea. So the red card gives you +3 mult for every card pack you skip, and a mult is how much your score is multiplied by. And a card pack, well, those are packs that give you cards. If a card is prismatic, it multiplies your multiplier, and if you know math, that's huge. The Mad Joker card gives us +10 mult if our hand contains a 2 pair, and a 2 pair is any hand that has 2 cards of one rank, and another 2 cards of another rank. Lastly, Mr. Bones is a one-time use joker that allows us to win a round if we lose, only if we've already scored over 25% of the required score. Okay, now that you're caught up, I can show you a master at work. I have 2 pair right here. Oh shit, that was it. That's so sad. Alright, no, I get it. Oh, Mr. Bones saved us. And yeah, Mr. Bones saved us. Anyways, master at work. That was planned. Welcome to the shop. Here we can buy new jokers with new abilities, vouchers, which give us permanent abilities for this run, tarot cards, which allow us to upgrade our cards, change card suits and get more money, or get a joker. And we also get planet cards here, which allow us to upgrade the base score and multiplier of a poker hand. We find nothing we're interested in, so we continue to the next round, which in this case is Ante 4. Now there are 8 antes to a game. Each ante is made up of 3 rounds, 2 of which are blinds. You just need a score to beat them. And 1 of which is a boss, which you need a score to beat, but you are plagued by a disadvantage. You can skip a blind and obtain a reward, which can be a variety of things. Free jokers, free card packs, money, or in this case, free level up for a poker hand, which is something a planet card would do anyways. And a free reroll in the shop, but you know, I don't really reroll. Anyways, we select small blind and absolutely whoop ass with the full house. Wow, okay. This lets us move on to our big blind. Huge, humongous, this orange. Now wait, I'm on black stake, which means there have been stakes before me. Let me quickly explain the stakes up until now. The white stake is the base difficulty, nothing special, just regular scores to beat. No disadvantage. The score scales up moderately per round and per ante. After that comes red stakes, where the small blind does not give you any monetary reward for beating it. You now only get money from big blinds and bosses and remaining hands. The green stake scales up the score for each ante, so now there is a bigger minimum score difference between each ante. The black stake makes jokers in shops or booster packs eternal, which means once you take it or buy it, you cannot get rid of it. This can be used to your advantage sometimes. And that's where we are right now. And that is why some jokers will have an eternal symbol on them, and why the scores are so fucking big. God damn. Anyways, big blind. I lied, we don't make 12,000. Our joker hand is ass, and we don't gamble on a regular. No, we don't make it, guys. New run. So we start a new run. Fuck up 2 blinds, yeah, and a boss that only debuffs the heart suit. What can I say besides you're welcome? And in the meantime, collect 2 jokers. The misprint, which shuffles between several mult values each hand and also tells you what the card on the top of your deck is. And the drunkard, which gives you +1 discard each round. I love discarding. I'm so wasteful. It is time for Ante 2. At this shop, we open a card pack of a category called Standard Packs. They give you more cards to add to your deck. A Jumbo Standard Pack lets you obtain 1 out of 5 cards. Let me explain something else here. There are 5 kinds of card packs. Booster packs, they're actually called booster packs. We have Standard Packs, they give playing cards. Arcana Packs, they give you tarot cards to immediately use. Buffoon Packs, they contain Joker cards for your run. Celestial Packs, they give planet cards for immediate use. And Spectral Packs, we'll get to those when we find them. They're pretty weird cards, to be honest. Now, alongside the kinds of booster packs you get, there is a size category 2. Normal sizes let you choose 1 out of 3 options in the pack. Jumbo lets you choose 1 out of 5, and Mega lets you choose 2 of 5. Anyways, we choose a fucking 6 of hearts with a 30+ chips buff and +$3 buff if the card scores. These are the blue arrows and the golden stamp, respectively. And in proper terms, a bonus card and a gold card. We also open an Arcana pack and choose a Hierophant? Hierophant. That's it, fellas. Which gives us 2 bonus cards. Well, it doesn't give us 2 bonus cards. It turns 2 cards we already own into bonus cards. I would explain what every single Tarot and Celestial and Spectral card does, and all the stuffs and buffs and shits, but another time, my friend. Balatro Wiki is in the description. With some enhanced cards, we can now brave the next couple of rounds. We whoop the small blind's ass with a flush. Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. We buy a Spectral pack and choose a Ouija, which converts all the cards in our hand to a single rank, but lowers our hand size in-game by 1. And a Grim, which destroys 1 random card but gives us 2 enhanced ace cards. We now whoop the big blind's ass with a 5 of a kind, which is all jacks. Last discard. 5 of a kind. 5 of a fucking kind. That goes so hard. That goes so hard. The cards give a score value to add to the base value based on what their numerical rank value is. You know, all face cards are 10, aces are 11, and the numbered cards, well, I'm sure you'll figure that one out. With another ante under our belt and a joker called the Showman, which just makes a multiple of the same jokers, tarot, celestial, and spectral cards appear in the shop, we fight the boss, the Flint. Oh, yeah, the bosses have names. Each debuff has a specific name and logo here. I'll keep that in mind to mention moving forward. This boss decreases our base chips and mults by half of what they are, here on the left. Yeah. But we win anyways. I'm the kind of guy that likes playing on the same deck to get all the stakes, and then I'll move over. So maybe that's how they do it. Woo! And move on to Ante 3, where we buy a joker called the Burnt Joker, which increases the level of the first discarded poker hand. With this, we move on to the next 2 rounds. Boom! Ass whooped. We might be so back right now. Alright. Nothing cool in the shop, and boom. Ass whooped again. Because I just recently got R6 on sale, okay? I got it on sale. In the shop, after the boss, we find what is called the Hologram Joker, which increases the mult it provides us by 0.25 for every single playing card we add to our deck. We sell the Burnt Joker and the Showman for that. Molting your molt is king. We fight the boss, called the Wall, which just has an extra large blind. And since we know we are going to eat shit, we restart the run.
Alright, my friend, can we get it? We're not making this. Let's just do a new run. That's so sad.
Yeah, moving on, new run. This doesn't last very long because we play by a personal rule where if we can't beat the small blind in one hand, we restart, during some occasions. Now there are some runs where I do this like 7 or 8 times, so I won't be showing that. If there's too big of a jump cut, you'll notice. It's probably because I restarted the run after failing a first hand small blind. Now we do this because for every hand we don't use, we get $1, and that's important when the small blinds don't give you any money for defeating them. So yeah, okay, new run again, we whoop the small blind's ass, buy a normal buffoon pack, and get a golden joker, which gives us $4 every time we defeat a round. Nothing too crazy to be honest. We defeat the big blind.
One of the reasons I stopped playing Spike Rush on Val. We make it. Damn.
Buy an Arcana pack, obtain bonus cards with... There it is again. And open another Arcana pack and use a card called the Emperor, which gives us 2 random tarot cards, which in this case are Justice and High Priestess. One gives us a glass card, which gives us 2 molt on a playing card but has a 1 in 4 chance of absolutely breaking, and the other which gives us 2 random planet cards. Boss time. The club! All club cards are debuffed. Who would have thought? Ass whooped on the first ante. And new ante. Oh, we also used the tarot cards. It gave us this glass card and gave us these 2 planet cards. Jupiter upgrades your flush by 1 level. A flush being a 5-card poker hand where all the cards have the same suit. And Mercury upgrading your pair, which is 2 cards of the same rank. Can be of any or the same suit. At the store, we buy a half joker, which gives us plus 20 mult if our hand contains 3 or fewer cards. Very good for 2 pairs and high cards. Another small blind, and 2 tarot cards, which you know are purchased by me. Another big blind,
Real.
and it broke!
Yikes, thank God we didn't use it on a face card.
And we open a jumbo buffoon pack, where we obtain a joker called Sixth Sense. If our first hand is a 6, it gets fucking blown up and we get a random spectral card. It's an okay card for some buffs, but considering you only have 4 6s in a regular deck, it becomes obsolete real quick. Now, we choose the boss, the Arm, which decreases the level of your play poker hand, which is silly if your hands are still level 1. And we quickly whoop this boss's ass.
Wow, we really fucked up there.
Guys, I swear, by the end of this video, we get black stake. I swear. Another run. Small blind, we actually do. We open a Joker booster pack and obtain a Fibonacci Joker, which gives us a plus 8 mult for any ace, 8, 5, 3, or 2. We defeat another big blind, we buy nothing, and it's boss time. This time the boss is called the Hook, which randomly discards 2 cards from our hand after each hand played. Fuck! But we beat him.
So hard. Ooh, I did not discard to the max right there.
Come on, can we get 2 more clubs, please?
This game's fucking teasing me. We should get this right off the rip. Yep.
Okay, next hand. We buy 2 more Joker cards, the Wrathful Joker, plus 3 mult for every spade card that scores, which also has a foil buff, giving us plus 50 chips whenever we play a hand. And Throwback, which gives us 0.25 mult for every blind we skip. As you can see, it is eternal, so, oh boy, I wonder. Okay, small blind dead. Big blind eviscerated. We reroll once and then remind ourselves how useless doing that is. And we absolutely reinvent the fucking wheel.
I want a multiplier, goddamn. This is so hot. We have to take advantage of that. I keep forgetting to multiply, because the conversation with you is just so interesting.
Yeah, this guy's debuff is that 1 in every 7 cards taken from the deck might remain face down in your hand. 1 in every 7, huh? Whatever. Fuck stats. We beat him, next ante. Store and small and big blind skipped. We now add 0.25 mult to throw it back. Now Bossman arrives, the house, where our first hand is always drawn face down. Boo fucking who.
What the fuck going on here? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Can more spades, please. Easy money right here. Even have a multiplier now to go to. It's not on PlayStation? Yikes, dude. But yeah,
we get to the store and find a blue joker. Now that shit rocks.
that shit rocks. That shit rocks.
This guy gives us +2 chips for every card remaining in our deck. If we have 50 cards remaining when we play a hand, that's 100 free chips, baby. Oh, the order of your jokers is important, okay? Bedmass, guys, bedmass. Small and big blind skipped, and the arm loses its legs.
We have $100? God damn, we never reached this much ever. What the fuck going on? Zoinks.
Next ante. We open a spectral pack here at the shop and use the Cryptid, which creates 2 copies of a card we select. Which in this case means we now have 3 Ace of Spades. Man, I love spades. We rummage through our room and then skip the small blind and decide to show this big blind who is boss. It's me, baby. At the store, we waste money re-rolling and also open 2 Celestial packs where we level up our flush and level up our flush. Boss time, the water. Make sure to stay hydrated. This boss makes it so you have 0 discards when you start. Rip my flush and full house, fellas. However, he dies.
See game even more. Here goes the winning hand. Fuck yeah.
We buy a tarot card, the Empress. We can enhance 2 cards to be Molt cards. Now they give us +4 Molt when we play them, and Molt is gold. We open a tarot card pack and use Justice to get a glass card, and also open a Celestial pack to get another juicy, scrumptious flush level up. We waste more money re-rolling and obtain another Jupiter. We skip a small blind, whoop a big blind's ass, and absolutely buy another tarot card pack and skip it for some reason. What the fuck was I thinking? We could have turned 3 cards into spades, and whatever, maybe we really do go to Jupiter. We drink some apple juice and now pull someone's tooth out.
Friend of mine that he got me R6, I'll let him know that we can run with someone else. And we'll do that. Yo, Jack. Purple stick, huh? Black deck? See, the thing is, Jack, like what I've realized that a lot of people do, and that's why all their YouTube shorts have these insane decks, is that they'll do the double TED deck or other decks that'll let them do these, you know, face card runs with the Cryptid and Perkio and shit.
This boss is like J-Schlatt. It hates poor people. It will take away $1 for every single card you play. Thankfully, we have lots of them. Yeah, bad camera placement, I think. Anyways, here we are, next ante. All we need to do is beat this bugger here. So we do the smart thing and skip both blinds for more multiplier. And face mark, where all face cards are drawn face down. We whoop Mark's ass.
Shit is wag. We win here. What? We do not? Okay, we gotta really think here. 8. Bro. We just need 2 grand, that's it. What, dude, let's get it.
Get some more cool cards from these booster packs and take on Ante 8. Fellas, Ante 8, we made it. We're here. So we do the smart thing and skip both blinds and change the final boss, the Violet Vessel, from a 600,000 minimum score, this boss just has a very large blind, to the Crimson Heart, which has a 200,000 minimum score, which is bearable, right? It disables a random joker every hand. Alright, we're fucked. We do put up a fight, but fall 98,000 chips short.
Let's just get rid of this shit right now. Who knows? Who knows? It might be worth... Not a single one. Yikes. Yeah, we lose this round, fellas. But it's alright. That's true. Yo, Leviathan, this game... I swear this game's on console, though. You know, Balatro is everywhere. This shit won Game of the Year. If it's not on console yet, it's coming to console. Wow, we really lost. We got close though. Were you bluffing too, man? Shut the fuck.
Okay. Enough fooling around. Let's do this again. So small blind, 0 economy, so we restart. Small blind again, and yes, boom, we buy a joker, a clever one if you will, that gives us plus 80 chips if our hand contains 2 pairs. Okay, fancy. Big blind, no match for me. Now it's time to face the Manacle, which decreases our hand by 1. I hate this guy whenever I focus flushes and other larger hands. But, you know, we still prevail as a better gambler and take his house, children, and wife.
This is enough to break us through, right? It is not. 5-5-2-2. We'll play 2-pair.
Ante 2, and we're greeted by the Abstract Joker, which gives us +3 mult for every joker we have in our hand. It's an okay joker for now, but it's way better when you get a double tag and use negative jokers. Just a subtle foreshadow. Small blind? Check. Big blind? Easy. The window? Shattered. This guy debuffs all diamond cards, by the way. During Ante 3, we are greeted by the Jolly Joker, which is an interesting find as it gives us +8 mult if we have a pair. However, since we're playing 2 pairs, it's guaranteed. We open some Celestial packs, small blind, 2-pair them. And because of our stellar gameplay, we are rewarded with the Square Joker, which gives +4 mult for every 4-card hand we play, which is optimal since we're playing 2 pairs. We yoink that little guy and also yoink Nickelback. Now Nickelback gives you ×2 mult for every first face card you play in your hand. Oh, and side note, we bought a tarot card called the Magician, which lets us enhance 2 cards into lucky cards. Now lucky cards are special because they either do absolutely jack shit or have a 1 in 5 chance to give you a 20+ mult and a 1 in 15 chance to give you a blowjob. 20 bucks. Now with this great lineup, we do this. Burn. And this confidence takes us to the wheel, which I think I already mentioned. It allows us to go from butt-clenching 1.7G score to a 6 grand score. At this point in the run, we have 5 jokers, which is the max capacity unless we have negative jokers. And there isn't much else to buy here of use, so we just grab some standard booster packs and get the hell out of here. So here we go. Small blind, done. Hologram, bye-bye Jolly Joker. Big blind, we just barely made it. Yikes. Maybe an extra hand would do us good. See, these are the vouchers I was talking about. This specific voucher, when bought, gives you a +1 to your hand for the rest of the run. Next up is our good old friend, the Tooth, where we fight tooth and nail to just barely pass the minimum score. And yeah, I won't get your hopes up. We absolutely shit the bed during the big blind and decided to restart the run all over again. Sorry. I do beat Black Steak by the end of this video. I swear. Promise. Here we face the small blind, whoop its ass, and purchase the Fortune Teller, which gives us +1 mult every time we use a tarot card, which is neat. Stackable jokers like these are always good for longer runs. Even though we beat the big blind, we didn't really get anything else from the shop here, so we kind of flopped this run and decided to move on. Well, my friends, we are learning from our mistakes, and sometimes you can't win them all. We were getting closer and closer to victory, however, as the Balatro gods were gracing us with more interesting jokers and abilities to make more powerful hands. But as usual, small blind, ingested, we pick up a joker called the Mystic Summit, which gives you +15 mult when we have 0 discards left. If we had another card that removed our discards, this would be he. However, for now, it seems like a good failsafe for when we run out of discards. Big blind reduced to atoms. And we pick up Scary Spooky Phase, which gives us +30 chips for every face card we play, which is an excellent card when paired with something like Pareidolia, which ensures every single card in our deck is treated as a face card. Man, it's like we keep getting the wrong cards for the occasion. But anyways, we now face a new boss called the Pillar, which, well, I don't know what the Pillar has to do with debuffing the cards played in previous antes, but whatever. The ante is silly since this is the first ante and we've not played any cards in the previous ante, but we did this. We won. We double our money, buy a banana, which is actually called Gros Michel, or Mitchell. It gives you +15 mult after every hand you play, but has a 1 in 6 chance to explode. But anyways, we proceed to the next step, where we beat another small blind, buy a joker called Reserve Parking, which has a 1 in 2 chance to give you $1 for every face card in your hand. And then we face the big blind, where our Gros Michel expires because of how unlucky we are. But we compensate for this by getting the Misprint Joker, which, gives us random mults. And we also obtain the Strength Tarot card, which increases 2 cards by 1 rank. Pretty good for getting Royal Flush, or 2 pairs as well. But this lets us move on to the boss called Water. You know this guy. So now we have 0 discards to figure shit out, so we use our Strength card and play a Joker 2-pair. Absolutely wiping this Water up, and putting us forward to the next round where we buy a Buffoon pack and select Chaos the Clown, which allows us to get 1 free reroll in the shop. Using this to our advantage, we reroll and, alright, I guess it's okay. This is Seltzer. It's a cool card, but I think it's better to get it when you're closer to the end of the run, since it re-triggers every single card you play, but only for 10 hands. This lets us wipe out the small and big blind fairly quickly, and lets us, oh, it's you again. There we go. Tooth dealt with. At this store, we come across another interesting joker that can play fairly well with another 2 jokers we don't have. This is the Marble Joker. It adds a stone card to your deck whenever a blind is selected. We've not spoken about stone cards, I think. They have no rank or suit, but give you +50 chips and can be played in conjunction with any hand that has the extra space. If you're playing a flush, can't play them, only under special circumstances. Playing a 2-pair, you can put an extra stone card in there that'll give you plus 50 chips and won't damage your hand. It would go fairly well with the Stone Joker, which gives you plus 25 chips per stone card in your deck, and the Hologram Joker, which gives you a 0.25 mult for every card added to your deck. I think we already went through this guy. Anyways, enough explaining. We eat the small blind, buy a tier pack, and use the... And then we eat the big blind for lunch. For some reason, we sell the Marble Joker for the hologram when it would have made more sense to keep it, but whatever. I can't really scold past me. Here we face a new boss you've not seen before, that I absolutely hate because it usually only shows up when I'm using face cards. It's the plant, and it debuffs all your face cards, which I was actually using this very run. But yes, we accept our fate and just start a new run. Now, my friends, another attempt goes by, and we were finally warmed up and ready to attempt one last run before honk shoe me. We were going to take that black stake once and for all. So, we skipped the first 2 blinds instead of playing for economy here, since it makes more sense to get 2 free jokers that will each give you plus 50 chips, since they're foil. And after defeating the head boss, which debuffs all heart cards, we get our little interesting angels for this run. The loyalty card, which gives us ×4 mult every 6 hands played, and the Droll Joker, which gives us a plus 10 mult if a flush is played. Both of these being foil. We also take a little spectral pack to see what the gods will... Oh my god! Boom! Now we technically have ×8 mult if you think about it, by the gods. But we lose the Droll. We eat the small blind, purchase the mail-in rebate Joker, which gives us $5 for discarding whatever ranks displayed here on the card, which changes each round. And then we eat the big blind and purchase a favorite of mine, the Wrathful Joker, plus 3 mult for every spade used. Spades are my favorite suit. And we move on to boss 1, the Wheel, who we roll out fairly quickly, without even using our loyalty cards. We then buy the Droll again, since he's back, and we level up our flush. Now, ante 2. Since both the small and big blind are offering us negative jokers, we skip both blinds and face the boss, the house, who we demolish once again, without using our loyalty cards yet. And here we get 2 wonderful negative jokers. Even Steven, who gives us a +4 mult for every even rank we score, and Vampire, which gives us a 0.1 times mult for every enhanced card we score, but the enhancement is removed as a consequence. Damn, always sucking them dry. So we pick up a card pack for the sacrifice, and now it's time to face blinds and see how well this deck does. There goes a small blind. Whoa, that gave us what we needed? Because of these loyalty cards. Tell you what. And the big blind suit. Okay. And we get the Pirate Joker, which gives us mult equal to the sell value of all our jokers. 22 currently. Being higher than what the Wrathful Joker could ever give me, I sell it and take this fella. Oh, it's holographic, so that's an extra plus 10 mult too. Now we face the Mouth, which only lets us play 1 hand type. So we flush this guy down the toilet with 230,000 chips. There we go. That's the one. Woo! 230,000. This is beautiful. We flush the next small and big blind down and pick up some tarot cards along the way. And then finally pick up a chip source, the Blue Joker, which gives us +2. Yeah, you've already heard this already.
Okay. Now is it time to start getting chips?
We pick up card packs to sacrifice and another flush upgrade, and just barely beat the next boss with debuffed cards and no mold for our mold. So our base Joker deck is pretty neat here, not gonna lie. Closer to the end now, we pick up more cards to sacrifice, skip both the small and large blinds in the hopes of a good foil Joker and negative Joker, and meet the Manacle again. Alright. Well, that's over with. Both the foil and negative jokers are ass, but we take the negative joker for the sake of it being negative, and upgrade our flush. We beat the small blind, skip the big blind to take advantage of our loyalty card, and absolutely wipe the floor with the psychic using our loyalty card. Yo! 591,000 chips!
Say less. Active. Say less.
My friends, this is the final ante. We have no time to waste. Beat the small ante by 1,000, we buy a spectral card in hopes of something cool, and get nothing. Nothing. But to not let it go to waste, we get the talisman card, which gives us a gold seal to use. I guess, which we really won't need since we're gonna win. But anyways, we don't skip the big blind since there's no point, and while being mindful of our loyalty cards, I'm kidding, we use those, and we absolutely went overboard with the big blind, moving us forward to the final boss. Ever. In Balatro history, ever. Just to be silly, we buy a Buffoon pack and sell our Droll Joker, which gave us plus 10 mult for the Abstract Joker, which now gives us a plus 24 mult, since we have so many Jokers. And with this, my friends, we beat the easiest boss, without even using our loyalty cards. Like, man, what is this? It forces us to use a card, which in most cases is a card I need, or don't need, and can still throw in there anyways. But, whew, man.
It's forcing us just like this. We got full house. We win. We win. Wow. Wow.
That wasn't that anticlimactic. Look how proud I am. Fellas, Black Steak. Can't wait to absolutely eat shit when I try Gold Steak and post it here, but it is what it is. I don't know if you watched the video, but if you did, should I show less runs? Should I show runs with more commentary? Should I only show my winning hand and talk about strategy? Let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, go play Balatro and stay tuned for my next video. Alright, actually, quick update before I head out. So I know I said I'd casually finish Payday 2 and Metro, and sprinkle in some videos from other games I've wrapped up, but let's be real. If I don't tackle Payday 2 and Metro now, I probably never will. And honestly, videos on other games can wait until Metro is done. At the end of the day, I came to YouTube as an incentive to finish all my Steam games. I got a little distracted, but we're back on track. So that being said, once I finish Metro Exodus, I'll allow myself 3 videos outside of the main games. These videos will be my 100% completion of BeamNG, my 100% completion of Dredge, and my 100% completion of Arctic Eggs, which are all 3 very small games that I was able to finish on the side while working on Metro Payday 2. But once those 3 videos are out, it's back to business. Which means finishing Payday 2 and then selecting another game from the Steam account from which Metro Exodus is from to have as a priority game for the channel. Now, I loved making this Balatro video, don't get me wrong, it felt great playing something outside of the 100% grind. I'm definitely excited to make more content like this in the future, focused on niche achievements or just interesting game stuff. But to get there, I gotta set things in stone and knock out these priority games and finally clear up the backlog that's been haunting my Steam library and my soul. So here's the plan. Next few videos, strictly Metro Exodus and Payday 2. Metro's probably finishing in the next 3 videos, about 22 achievements or less per video. Payday 2 will be more of a marathon, around 20 more videos. 68 achievements per video or so. For every Metro video, I'll post 2 Payday 2 videos. The YouTube shorts I'll post from here on out are going to be related to games I've 100%ed already, achievements in Metro Exodus, or achievements in Payday 2. Also, quick change on how I'm going to pick the games. I'm not going to be using that Lorenzo Stanko website anymore. I've sorted my entire library by completion. Games that I have at 0 to 25% completion, 25 to 50% completion, 50 to 75% completion, and 75% and up. I'll spin a wheel per tier and pick a game to finish, from highest tier per account to lowest. It's way more efficient and probably helped me finish games a lot faster. Of course, since I chose Payday 2 and Metro Exodus using the old chaotic method, I'm still committing to finishing them the hard way. Gotta stick to my guns. Oh, and no more buying games for now. I've got over 250 games sitting in the backlog, which is just yikes. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, drop a like and a subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Either running through the Metro, melting through Payday 2, or knocking out some ridiculous achievement. But yeah, like and subscribe and whatever the other big YouTubers say, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Alright. We want spades here, don't. Ooh, forces that card to always be selected, eh? God damn. We got another one. Can you get the fuck out of my face? There we go. God damn. Okay, we got another spades here. But that's not how we want it to go. 2, 3, 4 of a kind. Nicholas. But like,
How about we come back to this another day?
yeah, dude, I think we just call it quits right now. Come back to it another day.